Hey, what's up, Lounge Lizards? Welcome to another episode of Legions Lounge, and happy Labor Day if you celebrate. If you're in the
Take
U.S.,
a break. Take a break,
yeah,
everyone.
take a break. Take a break, like we should be doing from the
Why the
show.
hell did I
but,
mow the
like,
grass today? That was wrong.
Yeah, what the hell, man? You got a big lawn too, man. That's like a half a day right there,
well,
man.
it's
Jesus,
normally my kid's job, but
what happened to the butler? Like the gardener was off
Right.
this
Lawn
weekend?
butler.
See, it's Labor Day. It's
Yard keep.
You give him off. That's nice. You're very
this is
benevolent.
the one day a year I
Yeah.
give the help the day off. So
This is episode 79, where we talk all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Figura Obscura, customs, and other Mythic-related action figures and stuff. We're your hosts. My name is Trevor16Shooter on Instagram. My co-hosts, as always, Nate Strong at Corona4 on Instagram, and Bill Janowski from the Dorclair at Dorclair, or at the Dorclair, depending on where you are. Which one is which?
The
don't know why I can't remember.
Dorclair is Instagram.
There
That's
you
the
go.
only one that's the Dorclair.
The Dorclair. The rest is
Everything else
all
is
just
Dorclair, yeah.
Dorclair, right. Before we get started, take a second, smash that like button. If you're in the chat, it helps us out, lets people know that this is happening. After the show, leave a comment. Let us know, how you like the show, what you're looking forward to. This is all about LegionsCon. Throw some stuff out there. What are you looking forward to at LegionsCon? Any of the our guests, tell you something that you didn't know about what was coming. We got new people this episode. We got people who've never vended at LegionsCon before, so that's really cool. So we should learn some new stuff here. As always, super chats are appreciated. Guarantee your comment gets read. Not necessary. We read a lot of the comments, but we appreciate it. It costs some money to put this thing on, so we appreciate it. Nate, who we got here with us so far tonight? We got 34 people.
speaking
so
of
far.
super chats, I'm going to start with
There you
Kevin Maboots,
Kick it off.
as Curtis
Oh,
would say.
hang on.
Oh,
Got it.
grab your drinks,
Kevin, my
take off your
shoes.
shoes, and don your lounge jacket.
There you go.
Cheers, Kevin. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I can't.
As
I can't-
always.
I got to take a drink.
Can't wait to see Kevin again, man.
I know. Right up to the top, we got Blake, aka Recon Rage, JMax77, Rob, what's up, Zamora, Curtis Ackerman just said, Thomas Belay, Josh Brown, Brian with Carver Customs, and Stacy Lynn, Cloud Foxwell, Arthas Zoran, what's
Wow.
up, Arthas?
Arthas, what's going on, man?
We're going to have him on soon. We got some
Yep.
stuff to talk about. Jeff Evans, Mecha Rekka, Michael Morales, Dave Orkin, Andy the Collector,
Dave.
Hank, I am TJ Williams. Wholesome Warlock, I'm sporting some purple. Just hope
There you
notice
go.
that.
Purple Wizard.
Michael Carter, Edgardo, Joe Gonzalez, what's up, Joe? Keith Holven, JD Gibson, Andy the Collector, Brick something, what's up, Brick? Slacker, Hacker, Steph Ork,
What's up, Slacker? What's up,
What's
Steph?
Dub3, Juan Diego,
Hey, what's up, Dub?
D Blake Makes.
What's up, Damien?
I think that and Slink. What's up,
There you
yo?
go. Slinking
What's
up
up,
right
everybody?
at the
Legend
end
Collector
there.
1321.
Yeah.
And Jesse just joined us. What's up, Jesse?
What's up, Jesse? Rob Zamora, fresh off his shooting the shelf appearance last night. Which
Yes.
was very cool. Good episode.
I
Love
gotta
that. That was
I gotta
fantastic.
catch up on that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So news and what's new. Well, if you didn't get in on the Cosmic Legions book 2 of what am I? I'm
Ox
blanking.
Crew Book 2,
Ox
Electric
Crew book
Boogaloo.
2, Electro Boogaloo. Well, you're too late.
Harrow Zone, right?
Harrow Zone, right?
Yes.
We it ended last night at 11 p.m. So yeah, I hate to tell you, but you missed it. But that's okay.
Does it
You'll have
go
other
directly
chances.
to retailers like today or this week, or when does it turn right over to those guys? I
It's
forget
already
what
up
the
now,
transition.
It should
It
be
is.
up. Yeah.
It's pretty much
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Yep,
usually
I
the
think it's-
Monday after.
Yep. The next
Yeah.
day. So support your local retailers, man. We got a retailer on tonight who sells Mythic Legions. You can go to his shop and buy them there. At your leisure too. You don't have to, necessarily, depending on where you buy from them, pay up front. So you got that savings going for you and things like that.
Definitely lock them in the first month or so because that helps the retailers know how many to order because they
That is
they
true.
will order extras, but like they want to know like how many. So like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like place your order early, even if you don't have to pay till later.
Yeah.
It's good for them to just to get an idea of how many that they have to order that way.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
think
good
the
point.
retailers have about a little less than a month to get their orders in. Maybe
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks, something like that, tops. So yeah, in those first 2 or 3 weeks, they really want to know like what they got to order. Otherwise, it's kind of a crapshoot. So if you're planning on ordering them, and you know, you didn't want to do the pre-order because you didn't want to pay up front, then at least get the order in. You know, put your deposit down or whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Your dollar
And the new
deposit, whatever it
pricing,
is.
right? You got the
Let's talk
$5
about
off
that a
of
little
standard
bit.
figures,
Yeah,
right?
run us down on that, Bill. Do you have that?
I actually
your brain?
haven't I haven't like explored it like crazy yet. Like I do know
Okay.
that the $50 figures are now 45 from retailers.
Right.
I don't know if like
So-
the $60 figures are 55. I don't know like what the other ones are. I haven't really dove into
Right.
it yet. But
So the general point is that prices are going to go up at the shows, but prices overall are coming down. So you used to
Right.
be able to go to the shows, or you still currently can. Probably, I don't know if this is going to take place before LegionsCon. I'm going to imagine, because the way they were talking, the way Jeremy was talking about it, sounds like an imminent thing. So you're not going to get a couple bucks above the pre-order price. You're going to get closer to the retail price, but the retail prices are now coming down.
yeah.
So
They're
it's going
kinda
to be a little
meeting in the middle.
parity. Yeah, a little parity between the retailers, because I think the point being, to me, I don't know, Bill, you correct me if you, or either one of you, yeah, they're doing so many shows now, street teams all over the country. I mean, I've been to, 3 cons, and 2 of them, had the Horsemen at it. I might go to RetroCon. They're going to be there, a street team as well. So point being, like, you can get these all over the place. And I think, the fact that they're going to be at a lot of other places with those prices, starting to maybe have an effect on retailers, and people just waiting to go to a show or something like that. Not everybody, but there's more and more of it all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
I
they're
think it was
planning
to
on
help
doing more going
retailers.
forward, I think the retailers will appreciate the fact that, people aren't just hanging out and waiting for New Jersey Toy Show or,
Yep.
Atlanta Toy Show or what Toylanta or whatever. So that's the case with that. We don't really have, Jeremy did give some details. If you go back and watch his show on last Wednesday, of some pricing details. Bill, you don't have those? You said 45. The $50 figures will now
So
be 45.
the standard
right?
$50 figures are now 45,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounds like at the shows, which
Yep.
those would be typically $40, those are going to go up to 45 at shows.
Right.
So it's going to be like the same price. Now I'm not entirely sure like if like something that was previously, previously like $48 pre-order deluxe figures were $60 at retail.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if those are 55 or if those are 60. I
Right.
didn't like dive in that deep to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I haven't made a chart yet or a spreadsheet yet. Like I had, so
Right.
like it's not like,
Which he
here in my
will,
head.
and there will be a video.
At some
You know
point.
it's coming.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
And we'll be able to pick
that's coming.
Steve's brain here in a minute too. I'm sure he's
Yeah,
got the
totally.
scoop.
Yep.
But it sounds like it's welcome for retailers. Like they were feeling it. Like I
think
talked
so,
to a
yeah.
couple retailers today who said that they were kind of feeling like, undercut at shows. And there's so many shows now that people just wait and they don't see the value in like buying from a retailer.
Right.
So
Right.
this can help. I do know that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think they might have preferred that they had upped it to 50 and stayed everything at 50 and sort of like tried to like lock down some of these people who are just like fire selling stuff on eBay, like for cheaper than retail, like whenever, like that's, I think like some retailers feel like there's like too many retailers and some are just like having these alternate accounts on eBay and they're just like selling stuff.
Yeah.
They would have preferred to just like, okay, just up everything to 50, but I can see how this is a middle ground for collectors and for retailers where it's like, okay, it's going to make the retailers' demand go up, even
Yep.
though the profit margins might not be the same.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what it's going to do is it's going to just make them sell more figures and they're going to, make more money.
Sell
that way, not
more,
necessarily by
lose a couple
profit
bucks
margins.
on the retail
Yeah.
price. And you're free to charge more than you want to, but I mean, you're
Right.
in competition with other people. So,
Yeah.
and the studio, but not as much as you were. Yeah, Kevin Boots, $4.99. If your retailers offer free shipping and no taxes, it's actually cheaper from the retailers now. Now it is with this pricing, sure.
For a single figure, yes. For a whole
well,
wave,
the
probably
pre-sale stuff will still be discounted, but like it's the post pre-sale stuff at the shows that's going to go back up to retail price, and retail is coming down. But yes, true. That's a good point. All right. Any other news? Do we want? I almost hesitate to do this because I know people are going to be like, bunch of these went out to some retailers.
Yeah, those look so cool.
Everybody's kind of.
Yeah, I got mine right here.
What number did you get? What number did you get?
Well, I got. That was the reason I brought it up because I got 16.
1/6.
1/6. So that's cool.
That's awesome.
Nice.
It's nice.
Very
I mean,
cool.
it's a cool little package.
It's a great gesture.
Does it
I
feel
wouldn't.
like it's solid? Does it feel heavy? Like it's a solid?
No. It's
metal
plastic.
piece?
It's plated.
it is?
It's just plated plastic. Yeah. It's
Okay.
very light. It's super light. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if it was like that, it could be like a letter opener or something. But it's nice. I mean, I know there are some diehard completists, and I happen to be one of them. But I don't know that if I'd be losing my mind if I didn't get something like this.
No, I'm not.
It's
I mean,
nice
I
to
guess I'm not a
have,
completist, so I don't know,
but
Yeah.
you know,
Like I said, it's a great
it's
gesture on
nice.
their part, I think.
And it's nice for the retailers to have that stuff. I have been checking eBay because my wife is going to kill me. Guys are talking about it because Travis got one, and he's not going to sell it. But nobody so far is putting it up there. I don't know what it would go for, but I think it's going to be stupid. If you
I would
feel
put
you
the
need
over
it,
under at $1,000.
yeah, for now.
But who knows? Like
Yeah, I
down the
don't know.
road, if
Yeah.
a bunch of people decide to sell them, if it's like, oh, it's $1,000, and then everybody jumps in and like, oh, I'll sell mine if it's 1,000. I'll sell mine, and then the prices drop because the demand isn't, for such a unique thing. Like the demand's not gonna be crazy for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, happy anniversary, Cloud. I saw that,
Yeah,
but
happy anniversary.
I don't know if you were hinting at getting this because your anniversary is 16. No,
I saw today is I don't think Hedgehog's here, but today's Hedgehog's anniversary, and I just found out that he got married the same year as me. So we have been married for this is pretty much the same amount of time, 17 years.
nice.
Nice. Congrats.
My 24th was just
Wow.
a week ago.
Quarter century as next year.
Yep. Doing some big stuff, but we'll talk about that another time because we got some guests come on here.
Yeah. We do have some more news, right?
Yes.
So
go ahead.
Yep.
Can I pull up?
Yeah. Is this the logo? No?
No.
Okay, I'll bring that up.
Should I do the CJSM stuff now or wait?
Oh. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's bring it up now, real quick.
All right, let me do that. Okay, so I just wanted to. So we got a scoop here because I just checked and he hasn't posted anything new. But at 10 o'clock there is a CJSM pre-order. He just posted the production shots of I think it was in the springtime was the last pre-order, and it was like the Goblin hoods and stuff.
Yes.
And those are going
That
to be
are shipping out now. Yeah.
this week. And then now they're starting another pre-order. This will be delivered for LegionsCon. So if you go to LegionsCon, if you order it, you can do a code and you can have it picked up at LegionsCon, or it'll ship after LegionsCon. So this is the new wave of stuff, and a lot of people I'm sure have seen these on CJ's pages, but he sent me some more pictures and a fifth item that I am super pumped
Scoop,
about.
baby.
So yeah, we got a scoop here.
Come on now.
So we have the samurai
Don't get this
outfit
anywhere.
here. And
Belts.
this whole wave
Amazing.
started off as a skeletons thing. Let's get some clothes for the new skeleton is kind of what it was. And so there's the samurai.
Wow.
Yeah, that's sick.
Damn.
I forget what it's called. I forget the name of the outfit.
Gi?
But samurai.
Something
It's not a
like
gi.
that?
It's like a
gi.
macaw. I forget what the heck it's called.
Okay.
Anyway. And then we
Yeah,
have a
this
peasant.
this I love.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Love.
I love this too.
Even not
I'm
for the
so bummed
skeleton.
that-
I'm just gonna get this for whatever, man. This is
Yeah,
Yeah.
I missed the townsfolk Magnus that he had last
I
time.
I have that.
So
It's-
bummed I missed that.
I love
Yeah.
it so much. So you have this peasant and it's doing the shooter hands right here. And then we have a ninja, which is like a throwback to like early CJ stuff, right? Like when they were doing the ninja stuff.
I have a ninja. Yeah, I have a CJ ninja outfit actually. Ooh,
what a great pose! I love how he's got that hood with the one eye visible. It's great.
So we get that, and then we got a flag for Cosmic Legions.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
cool.
Which is cool.
They've been doing these flags.
Yep.
And then
I would imagine he might have some of those at LegionsCon. I don't know if what he said about that or not, but
so
he did have some flags last year.
I believe he said he might have some of this stuff at LegionsCon. I mean, this is when this wave is going to deliver. So, like for people who are going to LegionsCon, you can pre-order it and use a code so that you don't have to ship it from Canada, and then you can pick it up at LegionsCon.
That's
and you
huge.
don't have to worry about the shipping price, which
Mm-hmm.
adds up because this stuff is rightly so. It's
Canada.
pricey because it's it's CJ stuff, so it's like super.
This is handmade stuff by
Yeah.
CJ and Keithlin.
Yes.
Like they're making this by hand. This is not something that they're parsing out to a factory or something to mass produce. So yeah, these are pricey. This is good tailoring and good tailoring. As we've said, like it's amazing that you get this stuff and the factories do it as well as they do for the price that you get them for, because when they're handmade, they're expensive, but beautiful.
Yeah. But they're that Magnus like townsfolk is man, it's so damn good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is technically Mythic adjacent. It's something I've been wanting for a while, at least a year since Mezco announced their King Conan figure, and he's doing pants,
the pants
for Conan. Now he doesn't have a King
on.
Conan, so he put it on the regular Conan, but man, this is gonna take that King Conan.
What are those boots?
Wow.
That's the first Conan. That's the boots on the.
Oh, really?
They just
the
look
second-
so
one of
different
the
with
first two
pants, I
Conans.
think.
Yeah, they look different with pants. Okay.
So these are the pants for Conan, and these will also be going up for pre-order tonight.
Okay.
And,
That's cool.
fighting
That's
the,
funny. Yeah,
taking out
that's
the
great.
peasant.
You got the scoop, Bill, because I know, like you said, you have.
I've been wanting this. Yeah, I mean,
you've been clamoring.
He
for
saw that I
pants.
was asking about it, and he's like, "What are you thinking about?" And like, I threw some ideas at him, and he came up with these pants, and I'm just like, totally pumped.
chainmail,
Like
man.
that's one of the biggest pet peeves about that King Conan is he like I just feel like he needs pants. Like, so this is gonna take that figure to the next level. It's gonna really complete that figure.
Sweet.
And so did I have the I don't have. Oh yeah, it's on the bottom. It's hidden. But so cjsm.com.
Oh, hang on.
10
Let me
o'clock
take the banner
tonight.
off. There we go.
And if you're going to LegionsCon and you're gonna place an order tonight and you want to just pick up at LegionsCon, which will be the first to deliver. So like the shipments will go out after LegionsCon. So don't order it to get it shipped thinking you're gonna get it before LegionsCon. It's gonna go out after LegionsCon. So if you wanna get it and you're going to LegionsCon, you might as well do that. So it's LL attendee, like LegionsCon live attendee is the code to put in, and then that'll take off the shipping, and then you'll pick it up at LegionsCon with like your ID or whatever. So
yeah,
I'm super pumped about those.
Yeah, I'm
me
super
too.
pumped and super scared because I want a lot of these things, and
no,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll find a way, but like it's killing me.
Like Brooke says, damn, I'm already looking at over 100 gone. I haven't even gotten to the con yet. I know.
Dude,
I'm already
this is
making
what
a
I'm
list
saying.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are doing a lot of pre-sale stuff, which is great, especially for them, because like I know like having ordered things, in bulk ahead of time, you're stuck with a lot of things. I ordered a lot of medium t-shirts. Nobody's a medium apparently.
Yeah, I feel that.
So like never again. So it's nice. So like the Mythic Enablers guys are doing pre-orders for their shirts. I think the Eurolot guys are doing pre-orders for their shirts. So they can order the right amount and have a few extra in certain sizes and stuff. So it's great. But even like, things with like some of these customizers, we'll talk to these guys tonight, see what they're doing. But, a lot of people still pre-selling and, kind of like as Emil did last year. So, but I know a lot of people are holding it for the show as well.
Yeah.
So, all right, one more thing before we get going.
CJ may
Go ahead.
have. I think I want to say that the post said that he may have some very limited extras at LegionsCon too. So
Okay.
if you end up like kind of like not being able to do it now, check his table. I would go early. Like I'd hit his table first if you want to try to get something.
Whose table do you go to first? That is the question.
I know.
I think that's going to be our last.
That should be a whole
of the-
episode.
I was going to say that's going to be our last
The
episode.
road.
I think before the show. Like, where are we going? Who's going where? One more thing I wanted to share. This I think is
Before you do, super quick,
gorgeous.
I just want to on CJ's thing. You said earlier that he's starting to ship the last wave this week.
Yes.
That's coming out in waves. So this is his like first shipment is coming out this week, but I don't think everybody's is going out this week. I think they're going out.
It's going over the
kind
course of the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
of- Yeah. So
Legions ladies. I guess with Walter involved here, got Nate Barch to just like,
crushed.
I don't know, times 1,000. They had a cool logo and everything, but my God, I mean, this is just
Spectacular.
It's like one of my favorite Legions logos now, man. And this I gotta have a shirt of. I'm hoping they're gonna get some shirts. So this is really
Beautiful.
incredible.
I love the type. It's just awesome.
Just a
Everything
little
about it.
textures within the face, and yet there's like lines that it's beautiful, man. He's a sick puppy, man. He's so good. So good. All right. That out of the way. Let's bring our guests on. Let's go back to this. There we go. All right. Tonight's guests are all first-time exhibitors at LegionsCon 2024. So we got a lot to talk about. So let's bring them on one at a time. Can you do this, Nate? Can you bring them up as a... Okay.
Okay.
Matt Stein, 13Z Customs, will be exhibiting his dwarf-centric customs for the first time at LegionsCon 2024. Matt, what's going on, man? Good to see you again.
Hello, Matt.
Good to see you. I'm just getting over being a little sick, but I wasn't gonna.
Oh,
miss it.
you did say you weren't feeling good. How are you feeling today? Any better? Or?
I'm on the other side.
Okay,
I got hit with COVID on Friday.
Oh, damn.
My daughter just had it too. We were just saying before the show, it's going
Yeah.
around, man. That sucks.
Yep.
It's
It's
coming
a lot
back
better
around.
than the first time I had. First time I had it, I thought I was gonna die.
I had
Oh,
one of those.
so.
Yeah, I had the
Brutal.
second time I had it was like that. It was horrible. Yeah.
Before
There
we
you
bring
go.
anybody else on, I had to bring up Anthony's. I'm just here to say to everyone that Matt Stein is an amazing and a talented customizer, but more importantly, an even better human being. Also, yours rule.
That's my hype man.
There you go. And your
who's one of my booth
height
partners?
Height man too.
Hype
right?
man.
Like-
Yes, hype man too.
Our next guest, Steve Mank, is an action figure photographer who goes by Articulated Times on Instagram. He will be on hand with toy photography prints of his work for sale, plus dioramas. Steve, you can have
Yeah,
dioramas.
yeah.
Nice.
Dabbled into the dioramas.
Nice.
And
What's up,
some
Steve?
action figures because you also have a store
Yes.
called
yes,
articulatedempire.com, which you actually are a retail. So you got one of these, I'm assuming.
I'm still waiting on mine.
Are you? Yeah.
No,
Shh, don't
I
tell
would
anybody.
be, yeah.
They'll hate
yeah,
you.
if I get one of those, I would be extremely happy, but I am so new to the game, I don't expect anything like that, so.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
pretty brand
okay.
new. Yeah, that's great.
Okay. But you will have some stuff there for some different like brands. We'll get into it. Save that. Save it. Sorry. I'm asking questions. I haven't even brought everybody out. Marc Calvo. It is 2 a.m. where Mark is right now.
Look at him. He's
Morning,
all
guys.
bright-eyed.
It looks it's the brightest layout
Yeah.
we have of anybody right now. It looks
He's
beautiful.
got to do that just to stay awake.
He's doing that
Yeah.
Vegas thing where they just light everything up, and it's like it's 2 a.m., but it feels like it's noon
Yeah.
right now.
Pump
so-
in oxygen. And,
That's right.
What's up,
First-time LegionsCon exhibitor who will be displaying and selling custom creations. He designs, prints, paints. Yeah, man, that's amazing. You're doing some incredible stuff too, man. Incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Can't wait to take a
Thanks,
look at
guys.
some
Thanks.
of that stuff.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Jason Smith of JJE Toys is a first-time LegionsCon exhibitor. JJE Toys has
Jack.
custom dioramas and props to be used for toy photography, which he also does, or display. So welcome, Jason, Jack,
All of
maybe
it.
Daredevil, maybe Matt Murdoch, Jason Murdoch, whatever. We're good.
You can
Cosplay
call him
too. You do
Ray.
cosplay as well too.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Will you be cosplaying at LegionsCon?
No, not this
Okay.
time. Not this time.
All right. Just checking. More cosplay. I love the cosplay, man. I really want to see more of that.
If
stuff
I
at
had
LegionsCon.
time to throw something together, I would, but it's just not going to
What
happen.
would you pick?
You know what? I don't know.
You got a Magnus look going on with the beard. Like you could just Magnus would be pretty quick.
I could try to do it, yeah. I'd probably try to get something, something crazy,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends. Maybe next year.
Cool.
Right
Jacob
on.
Marley, work on that. Jacob Marley should be good. Just get
Okay.
That'd be great.
coat, spray paint everything blue. You'll be easy. It's an easy one.
Just levitate in, whatever.
Yeah, just whatever.
Haul in an
definitely
actual
grouchy all
real
day. I can do
safe,
that.
just like you drag it in.
Right. Okay, shit's falling everywhere here. Hang on a second. Good Lord. Oh my God. I got too many toys on this table. All right. So you guys are all new vendors. Not new
Yep.
to LegionsCon, but new to LegionsCon as vendors. What do you... Sorry, I just got to fix this. I'm a little being OCD about it, but it's just making me crazy.
While you're doing that, Mark, you were there though. What? Weren't you there before?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, you were with Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it
You
was
did
my
have
first-
a partial
my first time
table,
there,
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now you've got your own table, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the first
Nice.
time bringing my table. Actually,
Cool.
I was going there with my friend Ralph that sadly passed away this year. So yeah, I'm going
Oh
alone.
man, yeah, Ralph. Oh my God, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
But-
sad.
Yeah, I'll be there. Sure.
You're carrying it on, and he'd be proud
Yeah.
of that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
did a
need to be
great
there.
great tribute to him too on the Cabal too, which was really
Yeah,
nice.
that was
That was really touching.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, so Mark, remind me, where are you from? Spain, is it, or?
Yeah, Spain, super near Barcelona. Yeah, super
Okay,
close to
yeah, good,
Barcelona
okay.
city. Yeah.
Right on. Okay. Awesome. So yeah,
So-
you're making a hike, man.
So
Yeah,
how do you
absolutely.
guys think this is going to be different? I mean, Mark, you've had a little bit of experience being on the other side of the table, but how do you think this is going to be different and a different experience for you guys being vendors this year? Like, Steve, how do you think this is going to change things for you? Are you approaching it a different way? Like, how are you going to do your shopping? Do you not want to do shopping?
Yeah.
You're hoping it's going to keep you from spending money, or are you just going to spend everything that you make? I mean, that's what I do. So
I'm gonna go a little 50-50 on that. I think it's gonna be definitely a big experience. I love the fact that you just wander around LegionsCon and you might walk through the aisles multiple times and completely miss something. So you need to go multiple times through just to see
Absolutely.
everything. And
Absolutely.
being locked behind a booth, it's one of those things where it's like, man, that's going to be tough. To make sure I see everything. I know for the retailers, they're letting a small little window from 5 to 7
yeah,
to let us
yeah.
peruse, which is extremely nice. But again, that's a quick little burst of time to try to see
It
everything.
really is, man.
You
It really is. Now, do you have help behind the table, or
Yeah, my
Okay.
wife will be with me.
Okay.
So that's awesome because I
There you
couldn't
go.
imagine doing that solo right now. So
yeah? But you kind of want to be there, especially when you've got personal stuff there and people are asking about it, and you're new. It's hard to walk away. Even now at this point, Nate can do everything, tell everybody about everything, but I kind of like being there just to see people, when they come up to the table and just to buy stuff. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's
You gotta walk
you gotta have
floor,
your
though.
own specialty thing there, and it's just making sure that trying to meet as many people as you can with that, and like you said, not miss anything.
Right.
My wife is an absolute saint. She is helping me in this whole journey with the shop, and then with a lot of the toy conventions we're going to. But some of that stuff she just doesn't flat out know. So it's one of those things where you try to. She's helping as much as she can, but there might be that time where if I break away, it might be only for a few minutes, and then I have to run back to answer questions. But again, I think it's going to be really interesting, and it's going to be. I think the cool thing now, especially for me being a retailer, again, being able to sprinkle in multiple lines with everything, and then also, I don't know if that price point that they're talking about, that $45, is that going to go into effect right at LegionsCon or if they're going to wait till after. I'm not 100% sure. I think that would be extremely awesome for anybody that is a retailer for Legions, especially at the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I got to imagine that they're going to announce like when that's going to happen and take place. I mean, I would think that they're talking about it now. It's something that they're probably going to implement fairly soon, and maybe LegionsCon will be the lead off, but I don't know that. I haven't asked that, so I don't know.
They could also wait for those waves to like once those waves start to like roll out. That might be when it happens too.
Jordan's saying it's starting with Hero Zone, but I don't know. Like, so we talking about Hero Zone comes out and is released. I don't know.
Right,
I might have missed that. I don't know.
So
it would be really cool if they did start at LegionsCon. So like, let's say if you are a vendor and you do carry that stuff, you're not competing with the table. You know what I mean? So it'd be kind of level.
Yeah, it's impossible, right? I mean, unless you've got older stuff, like PowerCon was the same way. I saw a lot of retailers who were selling Mythic Legions at PowerCon, and like they weren't going anywhere because literally the guys, are right down there selling almost all of everything that everybody had.
Exactly.
Okay, I guess I missed that. I know I was in and out of that show on Wednesday, so I might have missed the details on that. All right.
And, Jordan is saying it will only apply. It won't apply to the previously released waves, but at some point they're going to have to apply it to everything at shows because they're not going to be like. I mean, maybe they will have two price points where like some are 40 and some are 45, like because that's what it would be until all that supply dries up and all the new stuff is 45. But so I would imagine at some point they're going to shift it over and everything's going to be 45. I'm wondering.
Yeah, and they're going to have to shift it over too.
Shift everything to 45 at some point as well.
Maybe.
I don't know about that. I wonder.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're going to have to shift it in between like some sort of wave though, because like you can't really time it on like, okay, this is the last wave that will be at this price point unless it's like the retailer prices go down as well or something. I don't know. Like just coordinating that and having old stock on the table. What are you going to do with the old stock? You know what I mean? Are you going to put that in line with retail prices, or are you going to keep that?
Right.
So I'm assuming everything's going to go up, and it's just going to go up across the board, and everybody's going to go down on the retail side. And that's it. It's like starting on day X. So, Matt, you've had stuff there before though, right? Like you've had stuff on display for sale at other people's tables, yes? Or
yeah, last year Anthony did a King Under the Mountains display, so any of us could just bring anybody from the community could just bring some stuff and display it. I had a couple things marked as being for sale, but there was so much stuff at Anthony's table, it just kind of got mixed in with everything. Though he bought something from me, so I at least got to sell something.
Oh, what a guy!
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to. I feel like I'm gonna miss stuff because I'm not gonna want to leave the table. But at the same time, I feel like I won't necessarily miss people because everybody's going to be walking that floor about a million times.
Oh, you'll see everybody. You're just like in terms of being like a buyer, like that's the tough part. Like you're going to miss stuff, or you're going to have to race through things. Now, do you have somebody helping with you as well behind the table?
No, well, I mean, Anthony, Mark, and I are all kind of in that same area together. So
okay, so you can cover. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So we can cover each other. Because George keeps threatening to make me go volunteer for them, and I'm like, I want to sell stuff of my own. So, I don't know if I want to volunteer instead of sell stuff. So we'll see.
Right, exactly. It's interesting, man. Like you will see everybody. I mean, everybody will stop by. It's fantastic. You just have to remember everybody's name, which is my.
I'm extremely nervous about it too. So because I'm a very imposter syndrome kind of guy, so it's always telling to put your stuff right in front of people.
Everybody's the same freaking way, man. Everybody's the same.
I
Doesn't matter who you are, what level you're at, how long you've been doing it. Everybody has that same feeling.
Because I've only been about 17 months, so
yeah. I think the longer you've been doing it, the more you feel that way sometimes. Honestly, it's like sometimes I'm like, I'm not doing anything different here. Like I haven't changed anything in a while.
I did a custom my first like.
Oh,
photo
man.
paint recently.
I wanted to show that.
And
That bunny was
it's
fantastic.
very,
man.
Yeah.
it's a
That's
very
amazing.
simple paint job. Like it looks great. Like I love how it came out, but it's very simple. It's just like a prime, a base, and then some layers of like wash and dry brush. There's nothing super technical about it or at all. So like when I was sharing it, I was like, kind of nervous, like because it's not anything super impressive, but then the feedback was like it was so far beyond like what I was expecting to get,
They look
and
great,
it's
man.
like, okay, all right, I feel a little better about like sharing it now.
Yeah.
You just got to put it out there at some
Yeah,
point,
exactly.
and
Yep.
yeah, no, Bill, that turned out fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was really cool.
This will be my first con of really any type offering any type of prints of my work. I have a certain connection to it, but again, is that going to resonate with other people? Especially when trying to sell a print of any type. I'm like, ooh, so I don't know. It's definitely going to be very interesting, especially with the diorama side of things. I haven't really done dioramas in probably about 5 or 6 years. So sprinkling back into that, it's like I just don't know what to expect.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you got a variety of things. Have you ever printed your work before this or no?
No, this will be the first.
It's great, isn't it? Like, isn't it cool to see in print? It's really cool.
And it's one of those things where it's like you're seeing it not condensed all on Instagram or any social media platform. It's like, oh man, that really pops, So I'm very excited.
I highly recommend to anybody who's into toy photography to just get a couple prints of your work, like your favorite piece or something. It's just so cool to see it in print, and it just takes on a different life, man. It's really cool. Jason, JJE Toys. Tell us about JJE Toys and what you'll be selling at the show. Now, you're a toy photographer as well. Are you going to have prints of your work, or are you going to stay away from that for now?
I probably won't have prints.
Okay.
Just trying to focus on, offering up some Dios for the show. This is my first time at LegionsCon altogether. So I'm looking, most of this for me is just, having a good time, getting out there with the community, meeting everybody, and
that's good.
Getting a chance to expose some of my work, to the parts of the community that aren't familiar with me. I'm doing something kind of special for the show, because usually mostly what I do is all custom one-offs. I usually work with somebody commissions something, and I work together with them and coming up with the design and what's going to work with them. And most of my dial work, I mean, because there's some incredible dial makers out there, you guys know that. I would think one thing I kind of focus on a little bit different.
Fire, man. These are really great.
Is
that rum is awesome.
Yeah,
I try to make my dios are set up for photography.
I was just going to say, that's, since you know what to look for, that's a huge bonus when making these. I think you got the eye for it.
And I try to like there's a lot of things like it's one thing to like make like a super cool bridge or something like that, but if I still have to add a background to it and something else, and it becomes just a prop in my opinion. And so I try to think of like when I do dios as doing like mini movie sets, something you can shoot at from multiple angles, be able to get light into from different ways, things like that, and being able to break it down and put it away, because most of us have zero space as it is, right? So
not only that, but people are going to buy these and be taking them home somehow too. Some may be on a plane, right? So
exactly.
You got to consider that as well.
So a lot of my stuff I set up when everybody usually asks me, what's the hardest part about doing it, and to me, it's the engineering how to take it apart and put it back together.
Yeah, I can see that, because I've tried to like start some things with thinking about modularity and like breakdown and stuff, and it gets complex sometimes depending on what you want to do.
Like that one there on screen, that one I think was 3 feet wide.
Yeah,
but it all broke down into 12-inch sections. So
that's great. Very modular.
Looks like you put a lot of versatility too into them, into some of these, right? Like some different ways of using them, different configuration.
And I love seeing rooms that have, some sort of ceiling, whether it's a cave ceiling or a ceiling.
ceiling.
You don't do that a lot in Dios. No, that's awesome to have.
A ceiling is underrated, man. Like you need ceilings. Like unless it's like an outdoor alley, like something like this, but like you need ceilings because we're all shooting like upwards. You know what I mean? Our toys, and like you need something to go up there. So that's great. You got trees. So what kind of stuff are you going to be bringing? Like, you don't have to tell us specifically if you got some surprises and stuff, but will there be like sci-fi stuff, or is it going to be more?
No, I was hoping to try to get some sci-fi stuff for the cosmic side of it. So it's just going to pretty much be, Mythic based.
Okay. So stuff like this. This is gorgeous.
And
I love this.
yeah, and mainly what I'm doing, I'm hoping to show it before the show
too,
so
like,
people can get
that.
Yeah, that Michael Myers house was that was a nightmare to build, like, because it was just I hadn't done anything like it, so taking the time to it was literally just building a front of a dollhouse, but I had never done anything like that, and just getting all
and even just the weathering and stuff like that is great. It's really, really nice.
Thank you. But basically what I'm doing for LegionsCon is if any of you guys are familiar with like tabletop RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, basically I've set up a modular system almost like dungeon tiles. So you'll be able to get buy pieces that you can add on. So let's say you just wanted to buy 2 sections, a floor and a wall. You can use it on a shelf thing. You can still shoot from it, or maybe you want a floor and 2 sections of wall, and you'll have 2 different sections of wall. Or you want to put 2 pieces of floor together and 2 big walls, and then 2 smaller walls. So now you have a longer hallway, and again, it'll be all modular. And then the other part is each piece is double-sided. So it's going to have one look on one side and a completely different look on the other.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Wow. That's great, man.
And
you're carving all this by hand, or do you have a CNC machine, or are you printing?
I do a lot of carving, and then I do some 3D printing. I'll have some 3D parts on it as well.
Cool
and stuff. But in the just because of how far I'm coming and for the show, I may not be able to bring as much as I would like. So with these being modular, if people are interested and stuff, they can always, reach out to me and get more parts later on. So let's say you only bought 2 parts, but you were interested in getting 4. You can just go, hey, I need this section and this section added on. Okay, no problem. I got you. And shipped up to you.
Nice.
That's great. That's awesome.
Where are you coming from, Jason?
South Florida. So just north of Fort Myers, Florida.
Okay. Driving up?
Cool.
No, I'm flying.
Wow.
Wow.
So shipping everything ahead of time, or?
Yeah, shipping everything ahead of time to somebody else in the communities lives, close to the to the area, and they're going to drive it over for me. So
nice.
Awesome. Marc Calvo.
Yo, Marc. Let's go to Marc. Make sure he's still awake.
Yeah, I know.
I'm here.
You need tea or coffee or espresso or anything, Marc?
I'm trying to catch up.
Okay. Tell us about what you're going to have here. I mean, your work is amazing.
Awesome. So good, man. Just been killing it lately. I mean, it's always been great, but you've been just pumping out some amazing work.
Thank you. Yes. My goal this year, I think I'm going to bring a bunch of painted pieces.
Okay.
Some of printed parts of my exclusive ones that no other vendors have. So I'll be offering mostly painted pieces and full customs this year.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Marc, you work? Do you work mainly with one sculptor, or you work with a lot of different ones?
Different ones. Actually, I buy stuff from Jason. I'm working now with a friend of mine from Spain that is getting into that one, for example, is from Characting Studio. That's a really friend of mine, and he's starting sculpting, and he's really good at it and have really cool ideas.
I guess so.
Yep. Yeah.
Really nice.
He loves
Do you,
all the Star Wars style, and yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's great.
Are you
That's
working
amazing.
with them to come up with sculpts, or are you
Yeah.
just buying what? Okay, so you're helping design stuff, and all right.
Yeah.
And then
I
once
commission
they
from
finish
them.
it, okay.
Yeah, we bring together the main idea, and yeah, the sculpt. I like to sculpt as well, but lately I have not a lot of time. So yeah, I rather painting. I'm having a lot of fun painting pieces, and yep, I'm thankful from the community that is really interested in my painting. So yeah, it keeps me really busy.
Yeah, because
Hey,
you've
Mark,
been
you might
selling,
want to
you've been
do
putting up a lot.
You might want to
Yeah.
do a few of these green helmets.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
absolutely.
I'm not really
yeah.
sure why, but like there might be a reason. You might want to-
I really love to paint match original mythic pieces like Poxus skin tone or wherever pieces. So it's easy for
Yeah, your
people.
flesh skin tones are great, man. Really, really great.
Ah, so good.
Oh,
thank you.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So going
So
back
how
to
many-
that green helm, I wonder, was that in response to
Yeah.
what we saw at was it IshCon where we first saw that, or
This was
Ishkan,
back
yeah.
in July. I don't know.
It was IshCon.
yeah, that somehow it just wound up on their table. No one really knows.
Yep.
But okay, yeah, that's awesome. That's
Almost that
excellent.
exact same
good
shade of
shout
green
there.
right there. So
Yeah,
really
good
nice.
call.
So, Mark, how many pieces do you think you'll have for sale when when it's all said and done?
Oh wow.
On the eyes.
Really a bunch. I'm bringing, if I can, 2 full racks of heads. That
Wow,
it may
cool.
be like, I don't know, 60 pieces.
Mm,
nice.
So yeah, I need to figure it out how to send it, or if I will bring it with me in my suitcase, because I want to bring other stuff.
There's so many good heads for these figures now, man. There's so
know.
many good
Yeah,
ones.
I love that figure obscura. It's
Yeah.
crazy. We need more of them, or
Yeah.
the regular release, because
Hell yeah.
it's so good.
Talk
Yeah,
about
I mean, all
just
these, man. These are
perfectly
great
matching the
head sculpts.
the tones on there, the flesh tones.
Love it. No, I just love that they're available. You know what I mean? Like you can get them. It's really cool. I mean, the painting's beautiful. Wow, that's sick.
Oh,
Yeah, I love this one.
And you'll-
I will bring this one to LegionsCon. Yeah.
So you're gonna have some full customs. Like, how many full customs do you think you'll have? Jesus, this is. If I ever brought this home, my wife would like divorce me.
The little hat really finishes it
The
off.
hat
That-
is,
that
is
won't
what
be
it
a-
does it, right? It's just a nice little touch.
That's
It's
the
just like a
scariest
little-
part.
Yeah, exactly.
how is this?
You're not
How
going to
does
put that
it
on your
stay on?
nightstand like Eric Miller has a
Eric Miller's-
nightstand figure.
Nightstand nightmare figure.
It's crazy how good sculpts are out there from digital creators, or
yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to paint. It's really good.
It's amazing. We're so spoiled. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
incredible.
And how far are we? 10 weeks from LegionsCon? 11? 10?
Yeah, 11 maybe 11, a little less than 11 maybe.
So yeah, I need to start working on full customs, because I'm bringing a few, but mostly they are already sold. So I want to bring some surprises there.
Nice.
But time is is clicking.
Yeah, time is ticking away, man. Matt, let's check out your page here. What do we got? What was that? I'll never live down that nice.
Yeah, Eric.
No, you won't.
Eric, it's adorable. We love it.
I know, it is adorable.
We're just all
13Z.
jealous that you can actually have a figure on your nightstand.
I know, right? I can't do that. Like,
No
I
way
could
in
probably-
hell.
I could probably get away with it, but it would just be
No.
looked at as very.
Not in my house.
So, Matt,
Yes.
what are you bringing, man? What do you got? What do you got for us? Look at this stuff. This is amazing. Wow, what a paint job on that. Good Lord.
That's incredible.
I'm bringing right
It
now.
looks so good.
So I don't enjoy just painting heads. I struggle with just painting heads.
Okay.
Just because.
It doesn't look like it, but all right.
Well, no, I mean, I struggle with just painting heads as something to sell, because I don't know.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't know what it's going to go on, and I like to do the full figure from top to bottom.
Okay.
Um,
Like that. Oh my God. Oh my God. I remember that one. That was so
Those are crazy. Yeah.
So I'm right now. I have about 20 26
that.
full customs I'm bringing.
Wow.
Jesus.
So,
Is that a
a good amount have been pre-sold, but I have some that I haven't put up for sale yet.
Okay,
And
hang on. How are they pre-sold? Like, what is happening here? Like, I need to know because, like, this has happened to me with a couple of people now. I'm looking at you, Giovanni. That like shit is like gone by the time I get to this table. I'm like, ooh, I want that. I'll buy it right now. He's like, oh, I just sold it to somebody, so I put it up on the Cabal, and that was it. So if you're putting them up on the Cabal, are people just contacting you and like, I want that, and you're like, all right.
Yeah,
Pre-sold?
or maybe I advertise a little bit on the Instagram.
Okay.
But the deal is like I still want to be able to display them. So
Yeah,
they'll be
sure.
at the table for pickup. This was the local meetup that Big Dub did down in
in Atlanta,
in
Ooh,
Stone Mountain,
Highwayman
Georgia.
is cool.
Oh yeah.
The Highwayman will be available.
Oh my god.
I'm
Is this
bringing
dude?
the
Is
Highwayman.
the patina guy still around?
He is not, but I am making 2 more.
Okay.
I'm going to try to make 2 more for LegionsCon that I'm not pre-selling.
I mean, I love to do that patina work. Like, I've done it. It's not. I don't think it's as good as that, but like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things.
So like,
where
I
people-
want it, but I don't have the time to do it, nor it's not going to come out.
And
as good,
some
so.
people will try to do it, more simple, or 9 for that I do on mine. So it's a lot of work, but I love the way it comes out, though.
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah, that's
steampunk
great.
dwarf. That
Yeah, the
finish on
steampunk
that
dwarf is great
crazy.
too. Yeah.
And I love that helmet with the candle on it too. Who did that? I forget who sculpted that.
That's Mark's
That is Mark.
print. With
Okay.
the candle on it, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I love that guy.
That's great too. That's a great solution to that. That really, on the other.
There's
yeah,
still
this one.
photos if you
Oh, I
scroll
can't.
down.
Oh, there
Scroll
is?
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Just like that. Look how good that glow looks. You know what
It's
I mean?
amazing.
You need to
Yeah,
do
it
a
looks
tutorial on that glow.
incredible.
Yeah, that's. I remember people talking about, or
Teach
you
me your
posted
ways.
something about this
Yeah.
light that people thought you were actually lighting it up from behind. They're like, where do the batteries go?
I mean, you got
But it's
direct
not.
lights on it, but it's got a
Sure.
lot of
Yeah.
gloss.
Of course. Yeah.
But it's a white layer with very, very thin layers of fluorescent paint, because if you put it on too thick, it gets dark real easy.
Yep.
And then I dry brush the same fluorescent paint on the surfaces around it, so to make it look like the light is landing on it.
Yeah.
It's
This
a
looks
technique I learned
incredible.
from miniatures.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Did you do miniatures before this? Did you do a lot of that
No,
stuff?
I never painted anything until February of last year. So
Okay.
That's incredible.
So you just
Wow.
learned it
That's
by
crazy.
watching people do miniature painting and stuff.
Yep.
It's a technique.
Yeah, because there's not like a ton of action figure painting tutorials.
Not really, no. Yeah. The miniatures are good, but you got to like kind of scale that up sometimes.
Right.
For,
Yeah, because they try to do a lot of stuff where you can't pose and stuff, and it only works in one
right.
particular angle.
Right.
And so yeah,
PGG.
that's funny.
Great.
So
I didn't
with
notice
the
that
the red jet there, you
Oh, yeah.
paint match that just so good.
Yeah,
perfect,
that's
man. Holy
there's
shit.
been some guys that have done it a lot better than I have, but those are for my own personal collection, so they don't have to be perfect when I do them. Stuff I because I never got
Pretty good
into
to
this
me.
with the idea of selling. It was therapeutic for me going through. I lost my mom almost 2 years ago, so it was just something that I started just to put my energy into. And I turned around and I had like 60 customs done, and I'm like, all right, I can't keep all of these. So I started
Yeah.
selling some online last year. So
Is that hard to do? Was that hard to sell some, get rid of them, or
Let go of? Was it?
let go of them?
it is. Some of them are tough, right? But I've gotten to the point where I enjoy the fact that somebody else is enjoying having them in their collection.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
or having people wanting stuff that I did for them, or
Sure.
like G asked me to paint those for him.
You mean
Yep.
Guaisagüe? Chavaria?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
He's
so
in the chat.
it's nice that people want your stuff.
Yeah.
Especially as somebody I said that I fight the imposter syndrome a lot. which talking to a lot of the painters out there, it's nice to hear that even some of the ones that, the top ones that I admire a lot,
Oh yeah.
struggle with some of that too. So,
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
same with the photography.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, well, I understand. I used to do nowhere near Trevor's level. I used to do product photography for statues.
Oh
for
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did probably about 10 or so for the Women of Dynamite.
No kidding.
Oh, that's
Cool,
cool.
man.
That was a whole different life for me. So
Yeah.
some days I miss it, but it was stressful. And I don't know how Trevor, like, it's stressful trying to take photos of other people's stuff, especially when you're working with prototypes. Like, I broke one.
Prototypes.
Out.
Oh yeah. At this point, like, it depends on who. I mean, the Four Horsemen know things are gonna, break,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna repair them. But I try not to. I don't want them to break, but sometimes things happen. Yeah, it's stressful. It's still fun. I mean, I mean, God knows, like, I could be doing a lot more other things that would be less fun than that. But yeah, I mean, there's deadlines, man. There's deadlines to get things done. I'm under one right now. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, this isn't good enough. I got to do another one. I'm like, I don't have time. I got to go with it.
I've only painted one figure this past month though, so I'm trying to get back into it this week, and then I got sick. So
yeah, that'll
Wolverine's
take
the last thing I painted, so I need to get back to work.
There you go. That'll take the wind out of your sails for sure. And you're going to be up here, like, right up in the corner. I think this is where the Horsemen were last year. Like,
we're right there at the front.
Yep. Where's everybody else on this map that let's see, that we're looking at this now? It's not the
I'm at
cleanest
the
of
bottom
maps.
line.
No.
Yeah.
You're at the bottom right.
Yes,
There you go.
73.
73.
Oh, there we go. Okay, right there. That's
Yep.
Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm holding
Jason,
down the
where are
hallway
you?
crew.
Oh, you're in the hallway. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, there you are. Okay, 85. Yep. I think this hallway, I got to tell you, man, like, I think it's going to be a good hallway. And you guys are both in the hallway. You guys are both pretty close to each other. I think this is going to be, with Brutal Realms being out there and having that Kickstarter fund, and they're going to have some stuff there. It's going to be hot out here. It's going to be hot. You guys, it's going to be good, man. I think it's going to be, it's spilling out.
The lines coming into the main room and everything like that are going to have to walk right past all these tables, So
Yeah. It's not a bad place to be. I think it might be a good place to be, actually.
I can't imagine how big is it, this room. It's really big?
It's big, man. It's big.
Yeah, it's a lot different than 2 years ago. Mark.
Yes,
yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
The tables are bigger. You got more space on them than we did 2 years ago with that other hotel.
Just the hotel itself is just so nice. All the gathering places are awesome. It's going to be a whole
It's kind of
restaurant's good.
Restaurant's
the
great.
bar there's the Irish pub's fantastic.
Big soft pretzel. I'm all excited for it.
Yeah, the fire pits.
Oh hell yeah. It's great, man. You're gonna love it, man. Mark, it's a whole different experience, man. It was great. 2 years ago was fantastic, but like it's just the game has been upped for sure.
Yeah, last year.
Mark, are you sharing a table with somebody, or is someone helping you out?
No, I'm alone. Yeah. So I hope that the tables by my side help me a little bit, or just cover me for a few minutes just to go around and
people totally will. Yeah,
just grab Kent. Kent will come.
I don't have any sort of table or anything, so I'm always floating around. If anybody wants to pull me over, or a setup night, I'll be in this setup room. If anybody needs any help, I'll be around.
For sure.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah.
You're next to Fox Forge Toys. Those guys are great. What's
Sorry?
that?
I was going to say, if I can get a 20% discount, I'm more than happy to help.
Okay, you're in, Nate.
All right, thank you.
Wait a minute, I'm getting you in, so I should get the 20% discount. I lend you out to the.
There you go. I'll bring you back a sculpt.
There you go. Fox Forge Toys are right behind you. You're right behind Wade. That's going to be fun for you, man. I think you're going to.
Yeah.
The Spirit Toys guys are great. All these guys, everybody on this panel is a good bunch of people here, so you won't have a problem getting some help. Steve, let's go over to your page, and dude,
Crazy.
I'm hoping you got this one, right?
That's
That is
beautiful.
what I'm
That's
definitely
one of my
bringing.
favorites.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to assume this one too, maybe. Or
Good
no?
call.
Okay. I'm just going to go with the pinned ones. Yeah, are these pinned? Or these?
Oh yeah, those
they're
are all
pinned.
pinned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
they're all
those are
Yeah, I
pinned.
great.
gotta
My
say,
absolute favorites.
Steve, Jason, and I are part of the Myth and
That's right,
Fantasy
collab.
Toy Pick collab
Mhm.
on Instagram. That used to go out on Sunday nights. Now it's going out on Monday nights. So
Okay. This is really
I
weird.
think that's the brand new shot from tonight, right, Steve?
Yeah, I just dropped that literally
Okay.
half hour before we went live.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's why I
you
didn't see it.
so good, man. Great
Yeah, that's
backlight.
great.
Yeah,
Really
I've been,
nice.
I've been really inspired by the skeletons lately. Like that's initially what got me into the line all those years ago.
Same.
And then I kind of gravitated towards the flock. And then now that we're having more and more skeletons coming out, I'm like, oh man, it's
yeah. Wait till the
and just-
necro hits.
yeah,
Dude,
that's gonna be
Necronominus is going to
madness.
be
Yeah.
a game changer, man. Absolutely.
Yeah,
a
that
game
is going to be
changer.
an insane wave. And again, it's like just how well this skeleton builder moves and poses. It just, it lends itself to a lot of creativity or a lot of creative poses. So
These Detour custom weapons, man, I'm telling you.
Man,
You
I
get
gotta get
lights
one of
behind
those.
these things when he does the translucence and stuff.
Oh,
They're just
that's
so cool,
sick.
man. Steph
yeah,
kills it.
he gave me one of the wrist ones that goes around the wrist gauntlet, and I completely forgot to
Yes.
bring that with me. That was fully intended for that photo, and I'm like, damn it! So I'm kicking myself, but I'm like, I still like how the light kind of went over the sword
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So
It looks fantastic, yeah.
thank you.
Steph is so
Yeah.
good. He's always giving stuff out, too, man. Like, you gotta
I know he's so damn generous.
That's incredible.
Oh,
That's an
thank
amazing
you.
shot. Remember that shot.
Yeah, again, a lot of my
Amazing.
stuff, like I do a little bit of both. I've been focusing more on outdoor shots, but lately it's just again, just trying to get some indoor, just so I can get some control on my lighting and
That's
kind of really.
Yeah. Do you prefer
Yeah.
outdoor, or are you
You-
starting to like indoor?
It's a little bit of both. Again,
Okay.
the frustrating thing about outdoor is, like you said, the
I'm just
control.
loving this
I might get some fantastic natural lighting, but man, if a tree branch moves just a little bit, I'm futzing with my camera
Yeah,
settings.
it's
Yeah.
I hate the outdoors. Like I hate
Yeah.
it. I like being out there, but I don't want to photograph in it. There's just too many variables. I'm a control freak. I can't control things, and it makes me crazy.
Yeah. That one's
Steve,
bad.
on some of those indoor shots, what are you using for the sort of the atmospheric? Do you use atmosphere aerosol, or is that what it is?
Yeah, primarily do atmosphere aerosol. I'll usually have a pretty strong backlight with like a Lume panel or like one of those newer RGB lights with everything, and just kind of hit a little bit with the aerosol on that.
Mhm.
I've been trying to, like, if you go back to my early shots, everything was really blown out, really just oversaturated. I've really been trying to focus on more some of the really dialing in the lighting, so it's not looking too oversaturated with everything.
Yep.
But again, like with
There's
the
some nice
cosmic
stuff here
things,
with
too.
natural light. I like a lot.
Thank
of
you.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
like-
yeah.
I do
the
like
one
your
at the
indoor
very
shots,
top.
though. I do like what you're doing indoors. for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Thank you.
sorry, Nate. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that Krotos, is that his name, right?
Yeah.
The fresh
the
maker.
one in the field up at the top that you had. I mean, it's all natural. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like what's
That's-
crazy is that came together so well. Like I had the sun was literally setting. I had maybe a minute or two, and it just came together perfectly. And I used reflector to kind of bounce the light back towards him
Yep.
with everything. And I absolutely love this photo so much.
Yep.
And when I was talking about like getting back into Legions, because I kind of dabbled initially when it first came out, pick and choose, but then when I really started getting back heavy into it, it was Krotos that really brought me in.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's the that's the thing about outdoor. Like it's just that perfect time, and like then you have like minutes to get it.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what.
And you could come
what's
back
really awesome.
through a whole shoot outside. I've done it, and I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah. There'll be days
And I can't
where
go.
I will set
I'm not
up
going
and
back.
I'll have like half hour, 45 minutes, and I can't come together with one single shot I'm proud of. And I'm like, this is a complete waste of time. So it's like, it's almost a defeated feeling, but it's like, then there's some days where it's like you have that new figure, you're overly inspired, and you can rattle off 4 or 5 shots in a relatively quick amount of time. It there's no rhyme or reason for it, but it's kind of what makes it the exciting part about shooting outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a special place that you go? Is it a park? Is it somewhere kind of private, or where do you do your outdoor stuff?
So I work in South County, Missouri, and just down the road from there is a nature reserve called Powder Valley. And where that Conan shot is at, it's right up against like some bluffs and everything. So you'll get a lot of the stonework with everything, a lot of the gravel, a lot of that natural tone with everything. And then usually you go down a little bit from the embankment there, and there's like a whole wooded area where you might have like, some grass or some weeds and stuff like that, but kind of a more of a natural setting. I look kind of weird because I'll usually have like a bag of sticks and like a trowel where I'm trying to trim down the grass so it doesn't look too overgrown. I look very weird, but
good for you.
It's not overly populated. So
good for you. Good for you. Don't let that grass cannot be tall, man. It just can't happen. Like I was just gonna say, everything in this looks in scale. All these rocks and stones, and even this little bit of like wheat over here, or like dead grass and stuff.
Did you add that atmosphere? Like, what is that?
Yeah, so that's atmosphere aerosol. So it's just fog in a can essentially. So with that's another one that came together relatively quick. And again, I'd say the figures are maybe 8 to 10 inches apart, and I just kind of sprayed a little bit right as the shutter was going off. So
there you go.
Nice.
So how many prints do you think you're going to have? And is there like?
Well, I'm trying to think. I want at least 5. And I'm trying to think. The top 3 there, I definitely feel like those ones I should really bring. I'm really kind of torn on how many, right? Because again, I don't want to have something that's like, it might be cool to me, but might not gravitate to somebody else. But yeah, again, some of the new skeleton ones, I'm really enjoying.
I think you should capitalize on the Valiant Knight skeleton hype and do this one, because this is a really nice shot. It's really.
I want that one.
Yeah, so I've got that one, and then there's the other one where he's in front of like the double doors, where he's kind of he's like standing behind the knight.
I do like this one though too, man. This is a nice action shot too.
Yeah, trying to get more of the.
But I know you're talking about this one down here.
Yeah. So I'm kind of torn. So, and again, I don't.
I'm partial to the action in this one a little bit more. Just the composition is really nice.
Is he grabbing his mouth? Like
he's grabbing his mouth.
Yeah, awesome. I love I think this is the better of the two. At least to me, I like it better.
Yep, it's nice, really nice.
Yeah, so I have him up on like a posing wire, and I kind of shop that out. But other than that, that's more the atmosphere aerosol with a heavy backlight.
Cool. And
Dio.
Yeah,
Jason. Also doing some toy photography. I know you're not bringing it. I know you were talking about this, not doing it this year, but dude, maybe next year, man. There's some great stuff here.
Thank you. Do it.
And you're a big Daredevil fan. I know. I'll go back to This is cool. I love that. That's great. Love the color. This color is great. And hey, promotes all your Dios too. Right? Hey, don't you like this picture? You like that dial back there? Yeah. You got your own product photography built in. That's great. This is beautiful too. Love it. Fantastic. And you do Daredevil cosplay, right?
Yeah. That was what I started.
Skeletons. This is great.
You got. I think just like everybody else. I mean, when these guys came out, these instantly became my favorites.
Yeah.
They're just so good, just so well done. Especially if you're an older gentleman like myself. You remember the good movies that had the stop motion skeletons that
Harryhausen, man. Harryhausen was like everything to me. Like it was they were old back then.
Yeah,
but like they were cool because like there was really nothing going on like that outside of like Clash of the Titans. You know what I mean?
Right,
like that was about the only, and that was Harryhausen. So like but the old stuff was incredible, man.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Awesome depth. I love the light on the shields.
You got these guys all really tacked on here, or are you actually balancing them?
No, that I luckily got balanced them that day.
Jesus, good for you.
Wow. That's great.
Some of them are leaning against each other. There's definitely some borrowed balance going on, but and don't breathe on it. Turn the ceiling fan off.
Right.
I would have tried that. Got my lights all set up. Get behind the camera, and one of them would have fallen over, and it just would have been dominoes, and I just would have been.
Yep.
End of the night. Happened. definitely happened probably 10 times before I was able to get a shot. So
Yeah, it's such a defeating feeling.
Isn't it? Yeah.
What are you using
That
for a
happens-
background
that
here? Is
happens
this
to me when I do my opening shot and my review?
I
so a
bet.
lot of times, I just pull up Google
Yeah.
Images, and I
Okay.
I just run it off my laptop onto a TV. I have dedicated,
okay? Yeah, I was gonna say it's digital, right? Yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
digital. That's
Diorama
cool.
technique. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I mean,
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
Great.
usually
stuff,
because when
man.
I run out of stuff.
For sure.
Is that your dog? We just seen the picture there. We hear.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
is that- you saw his picture. Good looking
Talk
dog.
about me, Dad.
That's
Yeah,
me.
yeah. So he thinks
I saw
that's what
myself.
he knows. Yeah.
Right.
But,
Very
I mean,
cool.
All that stuff's inspired by like you guys that came before us, man. So like, when I'm trying to do
Well-
shots, I'm trying to be like Nate and Trevor. I mean,
I gotta say, like,
Nice.
it's amazing because, like, when I got into this, it was, I think it's been over 10 years now at this point. It was like 2015 or 2016, I forget. But it was, there was a lot of good people doing a lot of good stuff. Again, the aforementioned Johnny Sargent Bananas and Captain Chaos and a whole bunch of other people, some of whom aren't even doing it anymore. But people were a little more guarded about their techniques and stuff. And then it started becoming like where you shoot your BTS and you show people how it's done. And I was always making videos and stuff because like none of the stuff we haven't invented any of this stuff. We just modified other techniques to use for, small photography. And man, the people who are doing it now and coming out of like nowhere and just like, hey,
They're instantly good.
yeah, it's just like
me-
son of a bitch,
Took me
man.
years.
I had construction paper on my first few shots. Yeah, these people are just coming
Yeah.
out of the dioramas and making it
Yeah.
look fantastic. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Knowing how to do it. But I feel good because like some of the stuff that we've done, I'm not saying myself necessarily, but like, a lot of more sharing is going on and people are learning how to do this stuff and getting over the steps of like, putting a spotlight light in the front of the figure and like shooting it against 2 feet or 2 inches from your backdrop. It's like, they already know how to do it. Backlighting and.
Just your Tuesday night shows you do at Maz's channel. Those
Exactly.
wonders. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that
So
helps people out.
many tips in that thing.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, follow up with any questions you got here. I'm just looking for my questions here. Okay. Yeah, like, I did ask somebody this at the beginning of the show. I think it was Mark, but I think it was Steve. So will you be spending everything that you make on the show, do you think? Like, what are the odds that you're going to come away with any kind of like profit from this whatsoever?
If I get a
Break
break even, I'm happy, So, and again, it's like I would fully imagine that I'm going to be loading up on some exclusives. I would imagine if everything goes to how I'm thinking it's going to go, there might be some Emerald Knight floating around that I might just pick up if it's there, So, so I might pick up 1 or 2 of that. Speculative, of course, but again, trying to break even. I'm just so excited to be there.
Yeah.
I remember in 2022, that was my first show, and it was kind of coming off of a rut creatively. I didn't really have any kind of spark on what I wanted to film anymore, and just kind of didn't have a direction. And going there in 22 and just meeting some fantastic people, just waiting in line. And again, just like, man, it just really reignited my love for photography and just toys in general. So I'm like, this convention is extremely high on my list, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
That's the same question to everybody, but yeah, just to jump on like more and more, man. It's I guess I'll have to blow smoke up Wade's ass, but like I'm not. Wade is a big deal in the toy YouTube community, right? He's been doing it a long time, and to have him come to something like this with his stuff and like all these guys, like Spiro Toys, like every year, Fox Forge Toys, the Meta Travelers guys, people outside of the cabal, who are in Mythic Legions and love, all those guys, fantastic, and people love them. But just to see so many people wanting to come to this, I found out like Robo from, Robo don't know, the Whoosh is coming, and he's coming to.
That's awesome.
To
That's
LegionsCon,
awesome.
So it's really cool.
It's coming
Yeah,
this year.
it's great that
coming this
Jeremy
year.
and Joe have
cool.
created a venue that's so good for
Other
independent
properties.
toy creators.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And I think that's what's bringing other people into it, and it's a smart move because like you're going to come by way of something else, you know, like knowing that there's other toys there. Like maybe I'm like dabbling in Legions, maybe I'm Mythic Legions curious or whatever, or I like them, but I don't know if I can get into them fully or buy them all, but I'd like to check it out. And by the way, there's other retailers like Steve selling other things there, so I can not just get Mythic Legions.
Yeah.
But that's how you suck them in, man. That's how you reel them in.
There's
As soon as they get there. Yeah, go ahead.
Word that's for other lines. There's dioramas, there's stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
Parts, pieces, diorama pieces, dioramas, all sorts of stuff. That you
I
can
think
use.
the experience in and of itself is becoming a thing too, because take people like Tom and Richie coming all the way from California last year. They are on the fringe. They, like you said, dabble in Legions.
Yeah,
they're not, but they came all the way from California to come, and I think for the experience, you know, because they've heard so much about it and they know who's there. It sounds like a blast because it is a blast.
It is a blast.
And that speaks volumes too, I think. Mark, what do you have like memories from when you were there, and then what are you most looking forward to this year?
That's what I'm going to say. That this year it's different because I'm staying the night in the venue. So
nice.
Under the table or no?
Maybe. But
sleeping bag. Why not?
Yeah, but to experience the whole experience, you know what I mean. Staying at the lobby after the ballroom closes and hanging with people. I mean, I talk over the year with a lot of people online, but it's not the same. I just want to meet people, talk to them, have fun. Yeah, it's the main reason to be there, and it's worth the effort to take a flight over the pond and. You know,
that's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I gotta say, just having been at Ace. Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask if you're coordinating with any of the European people that are coming in. Are you?
Oh yeah, I've been hanging out with the Euro guys, with John, with Rich, with Malcolm. For sure, I'll be there. But just meeting there at the con.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You're not traveling. You're not meeting.
No. I'm taking the flight alone. That's one of my. I'm not afraid to fly, but going alone in that big flight over there, it's quite an experience.
Yeah. That's
was it like 7 hours, 8 hours, something like that?
8 hours.
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad. Fall asleep. Take some.
A lot of the Rings movies.
Are you going like direct from Barcelona to New York, or do you have a layover?
Yeah, it's a direct flight to New Jersey, to Newark.
New Jersey. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And are any of you guys going to the intern for a day?
Oh no, I wish.
Oh, nice, okay. Matt. Oh, I gotta show
go
this.
As a guest.
I gotta share this for a second. Hang on a second.
I just sneak in with George.
I was just that's kind of what I was gonna like. Why do I remove this? Wait a minute. Oh, I guess I just pull people over here and then it's back up. Okay. Yeah, I got to show this, man. This was great to see at IshCon. Like, this is so damn funny.
Oh my God, that's
how great is that? Wow. Isn't that great?
I forgot about that. That's the best photo. 10 years.
Look at George.
Yeah.
I mean, you look young as well, but man, like, I don't know. I think it's the mustache with George.
Yeah, it was. Wild. I can't believe it. That picture is 10 years old because that was at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, what's your relation with George then? Are you guys been friends a long time, or?
I've known George a long time. We became friends through the. I used to work with two of my best friends on a Glios line. Called Weaponeers of Moncaw, and then also Battle Tribes. Battle Tribes, I did all the photography for, and I did probably about 75% of the designs for the figures.
Wow, kidding.
So I kind of got out of it during COVID. The line's still going, but I'm not really doing it anymore. So I used to help George, just hang out with George. I used to take some pictures of some of his Titan skeletons back in the day.
So you know,
I'd love to see some of that work, man.
Like to have fun.
I'd love to see some of
that. I gotta find it. Like, it's on a hard drive somewhere because it's a different part of my life.
Yeah, Sausage King in New Jersey. You got to hang out with him, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because people joke about George doesn't like to have fun. George is much more fun than the old George.
Wow.
Okay.
That's funny.
Boom.
I'm not sure how to take
knows,
that.
He
really.
knows what. He knows why. He knows why.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to ask him about that. I can't wait to ask him
Yeah,
about that. That's funny.
good insight there, Matt.
But no, I love George. He's one of my, like I said, I think I've known George for, I think it's 12 or 13 years at this point. So he's one of my buddies.
So you've been to SDCC. Have you been to SDCC recently, or
no? The last time I went was because I used to get in for free as a professional working with the Glios guys, and then when they changed it, where professionals you get guaranteed a badge, but you still have to pay for it. That's an expensive process for me because I'm in Georgia, so it's expensive.
I think
flight.
do it again because mine was free this year. Mine was free. I could get extra tickets, but mine was free now.
I'd be okay with never going again. Like there's just too many.
It's crazy,
people.
Man. It's crazy.
It's like I live in Georgia, so Dragon Con just went on.
That's right.
I can't do it. I can't. It's like 100 and something thousand people. It's just too many. That's why I love cons like LegionsCon or IshCon or Toylanta, where there's the good side.
Manageable.
Yeah.
Which was my point. Like the other thing is, like I just came back from SDCC. It was great. Had a great time, but like connecting with all the people you want to connect with and hang out with them afterwards. I mean, it's still tough here because it's tough to see everybody physically, but you're all in the same space. You know what I mean? For the most part, you're all in the same space, kind of day and night. And it's fantastic, man. I just really love that about the con.
And when I would go to Comic-Con, if I wanted to see stuff, I'd go back to the hotel and watch the videos from like Pixel Dan or Robo in the hotel room.
Jeez.
Right, because you couldn't get to it on the floor, right?
There's too much
you
stuff.
couldn't get to it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, LegionsCon's a perfect balance of being able to see the stuff you want to see and hang out with the people you want to hang out with.
Absolutely.
And the sites themselves are incredible. It's artistic. It's art. There's crazy life-size shit that like the Four Horsemen are making. Like there's there's so much to see.
Yeah, that's how I describe going to this to people who don't get it. They're completely outside of this world, right? It's like going to an art show.
Yeah.
I was blown. Last year was my first one. I was blown away at just looking at people's tables and dios and customs, and it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's amazing how it's grown, but even like the first year, just getting to see some of that stuff that you only saw online in person and stuff you never saw before live, it was amazing. Even though like most of the stuff people weren't selling, you know what I mean? It really literally was an art show with the first 2 years for the most part, except for the Four Horsemen. But man, it kind of is still. It's fantastic, man. I think people are going to be. My wife, I'm getting her to go one day, just to kind of walk the floor and see the stuff there. You know, not hang out, but I think she's going to be pretty amazed at it. I mean, she's a little nonplussed about all this stuff, but I think she might be more interested. She just wants to come and see like people actually want to talk to me and like buy shit from me. She doesn't really believe it.
They are better.
I can answer this question. Brick says, I imagine the smells are better than San Diego. Well, keep in mind, this is November. So the smells are exactly at the midpoint between pumpkin spice and peppermint. It's that halfway point. Everything smells right in the middle.
It is very nice. Yeah, it's not San Diego, California in July. So
no, it's not nut to butt like San Diego.
Isn't San Diego 72 degrees like 12 months?
It actually was beautiful. It wasn't hot at all. It was fine.
San Diego is beautiful. The con is not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's an experience.
We call the LegionsCon smell pumpkin mint. Okay, so next question, Steve. So Steve or Matt, since you've been there, what would you say to Jason? Any advice going as a first timer?
Man,
I guess you too, Mark. Yeah, what do you?
Well, yeah, as a retailer, man, that's gonna be hard to differentiate. I would say just have as much as you can, a little bit of everything. For people that are actually going to the show and their first time at the show, make friends with people in line. I mean, I can't tell you how many cool people I've met in line just waiting just to get into the show floor with everything. I mean, you'll meet I don't think you will meet a bad person at that show at all. There's so many goodwill people there. It'll blow your mind. But again, have a plan. Again, what you want. There's a lot of folks that go strictly for customs, and there were people that were waiting in line the night before just to make sure they were getting a Giovanni custom, or
it's crazy.
Crack, those guys. Just trying to get something brand new, again, if you're wanting to get to the Legions table, again, some people were camping out, so making sure to kind of have a battle plan, or have a buddy like, hey, if I'm going to get this, you're going to get this, and vice versa kind of thing. Have a strategy.
Yeah, it's amazing that people are now like waiting in line for customizers and things now too, not just for the full Horsemen. It's incredible.
Speaking of that, people that camp out, Eric Miller, they may want to get a C. Jessam to make them
Pablo,
a life-size sleeping bag.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
So look at Mark. You're not even there. You're up already, man. Like you're up already. There you go. You don't have to spend a dime. You're already up in an incredible photograph from Pablo.
Yeah, thank you, Pablo.
There you go. Yeah, that's true, Nate. We could get C. Justin to make giant. Maybe that should be a thing, man. Next year, like Mythic Legion sleeping bags, right? That would be cool.
Man.
Bed rolls.
He's got the practical ones coming out.
What going around the room? Let's start with Jason. What are you looking forward to in terms of like picking up there? Like, is there anything specific you're looking for, or just like?
No. Honestly, the main thing I'm looking forward is people. Just getting to finally meet so many people in the community that I've been, become close friends with, just online over the last few years, and meeting all, the legends of the community, like you guys, like yourselves, and honestly, just I'm looking at it as just a fun trip. I'm gonna be there and have some dios, but I'm looking at it to go hang out.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the best part. Ultimately, that's the best part.
I'm not going to shop. I'm not worried about, getting anything or getting in line. If I walk around the table and I see some cool stuff, hopefully I'll grab a couple cool things. If I don't get to, I don't get to, but because I'm going to spend most of my time talking and just hanging out with everybody.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, that's the way to do it. And even like it's a learning experience the first time out, like with the table too. You know what I mean? Like you're going to learn some stuff that you'll do differently next year as well.
Yeah,
too. So
I mean, I've worked
just to not go in with too much like anxiety or need to do something, and just have fun is the way to go about it. Hopefully.
Yeah, I've worked a lot of cons already. Some local ones around the state and stuff like that. So like setting up a table is not that big of a deal, and this would be the first one I've done in a long time where I'm not in cosplay, because that was usually the other thing, was like wearing a costume all day.
Oh, okay.
and running a table, is like double duty.
Dude, next year though, if you could do some cosplay, that's gonna, if you can hang out in it all day, I think I'm
gonna try.
That might
hopefully since I get my foot in the door this year, it'll be easier to get a table for next year. So
for sure, yeah, for sure.
You ease into it. That's a good call. We got some good advice here from Rob, $4.99.
No, this is not good advice at all. This is wacky. Well, if my wife is there,
well, that's the whole point, right?
Maybe. Don't kiss my hand though. That's weird.
You first, Rob.
Kiss the ring. Don't wear a giant ring.
Don't kiss anything. Okay? If you want a genuflect or something, that's fine. Whatever.
You got a cabal ring you could wear?
I'll buy you a drink later on if you do that in front of me.
If you hand this to Trevor.
Whoa.
That's right.
Just watch out.
I gotta back this up. I've talked a big game now, and like I'm just sitting there, and like nobody's coming up, and nobody's like saying anything.
The funny thing is she'll be standing there with me, and you have to like walk out to the bathroom, and people come up to me and like, Trevor, I love your stuff.
I know. That's great. That's great. Well, my wife is also going to meet Nate for the first time. When I met Nate's wife, she looked at us and goes, "You guys don't look anything alike." My wife hasn't seen you in person, but she looks at both of us and goes, "You guys don't really look that much." Like we really kind of do. Like people confuse us. So yeah.
Pablo, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. That's next year for sure.
For sure.
Oh
yeah.
Really good idea.
Oh, wow. That'd be hot, man.
That's a really cool idea.
You do a customized Mythic Legion as Daredevil. There you go. That'd be cool, man. That'd be wild.
Man.
Matt, what are you looking forward to picking up? Anything specific?
Well, Well, I have a goal, and I don't have to get it all done this year because that'd be
Okay.
expensive. I want to get a custom dwarf from all of my friends.
Oh, that's great. I love that. Yeah.
Obviously, I love dwarves. I don't keep a lot of my own current customs anymore, but I want to build a custom collection from the people that, whether they're just friends or people I admire their work.
Yep.
So I'm beating up Eric Miller about every day. And I'm wearing him down. I'm going to get him down. So yeah, that's my goal. Other than that, I like picking the brains of other people that are painting, just because, just to see, how they do stuff. And
yeah. Are you doing the customizing thing?
No, I'm not. I had no idea about it, and it was already booked up. So I'm good at this
I missed
point.
it too. Next year.
So just getting to see a lot of people. I got to see a lot of good people at IshCon too, so that was cool.
Yep, that was great. IshCon was
so I'm hoping I don't spend too much, other than I know the exclusives.
Yeah.
Because Jeremy and his wisdom of lifting the 2 per limit first thing is going to be real bad for me. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Those exclusives too go with so many things that are coming out now color wise. You know what I mean? Like that heavy gunner, the colors kind of match that from the 2-pack. It's going to be, it's going to be more than just like, hey, get an extra one to keep in box or whatever. Like I want to use some of those parts. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have to get a couple, 2 or 3, because they're going to be good. I love the idea of the dwarfs too, man. I do that with Fury Orcs. Like I either ask people if they have one. A lot of people usually have something like that, or I'll ask them, somebody I like to make one, and I'll buy it from them. So it's cool. I got a whole shelf full of Fury Orcs from different artists that have done them. It's really nice. It's a good collection. I like that part. Mark, what are you looking forward to picking up? Anything specific from anybody?
I'm like,
you don't have to name names, but like, it's,
No, yeah, but I think like Matt, I would love to own pieces from certain people there.
Yep.
But more than think what I want to be surprised there and say, wow, that piece is really cool. I need that.
Yeah. That will definitely happen.
I want to bring that with me at home. That's my best feeling there. So
that's awesome.
Another advice that I can tell to people is empty your phones, your library, because you're going to take hundreds of pictures and videos of tables. All the cool stuff, it's unbelievable. And the stickers,
and the selfies,
shirts.
the people.
Right? Cool. Yeah.
That's a good shout, Mark.
Yeah. That is good to hear, man. That's cool. That's what I'm hoping happens. Then at least I can live off that for a couple of years, probably.
For the group, who's bringing a swig? Any of you guys bringing a swig?
I'm thinking about it. I just haven't figured out what yet.
Same.
I want to do one. I just don't know what yet, though.
A swig dwarf.
Swig dwarf.
Swig dwarf. There you go. Bulky swig.
Swarf.
Yeah. There you go. A swarf. Yeah, exactly. And Steve, did you say, is there anything you're looking forward to picking up specifically, or?
I have a streak going on right now where every year I buy a custom from Noah Pratt. I'm going to try to keep that going. I mean, again, that guy is immensely talented with everything, and
he's doing great stuff with Jeremy Wilson lately too.
Yeah, sculpts are great, paint's great,
some really
photography's great.
Yeah, that guy, he's got the Thanos gauntlet of all the other attributes he does.
That's right. Dios, everything. I think he's got them all, right? Like, what's the 5th one? I guess would be
retailers. Maybe I got that one. Okay.
Customizing photography, help sculpting, designing parts, painting.
He's on a podcast.
He's kind of customizing too. He's got a podcast there. Maybe that's the file. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Too bad he's a jerk.
Man, there's I usually try to get a piece, custom pieces from Crashbox. Bill actually got that complex from you a few weeks ago from Crashbox Custom. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Like that work is awesome, and I've been looking at one of those forever. So you had a great deal. So thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's got some great stuff, man. He had some great stuff at IshCon.
It's amazing stuff.
Yeah, and it's again, that's all kind of like, parts are like engineered, but it's all still hand painted and handmade and stuff. But and so I mean, I think it's great stuff, man. It's really really good stuff. There's so many dial makers though. I mean, there's so many people there are doing some incredible stuff, and just parts and pieces and yeah, it's going to be amazing. Anything else? Anybody wants to wrap up? Push anything? Plug anything? Anyone's? Go ahead.
I run a toy
Steve?
store.
Yes, you do. Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't have that open, but you do. Let me open it up for you here. Let me see. Bring that up.
Yeah, a lot of it, I just, myth and fantasy based. Oh, go ahead, Nate.
I was just going to say you went official. What? It's only been less than a month, right? Or
yeah, I think maybe 2 weeks, if anything. Yeah. So I just got my in stock order from them. Got several waves on pre-order for. I got All Star 6. I've got Rising Suns. Ashley Agneborn. Got the most recent Cosmic. I'm going to have the new Cosmic going on the site here soon. I was out of town, so I wasn't able to update any of that over the weekend. But again, for me, I'm basically in the Midwest. I ship Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday. Orders over $75. I ship free in the United States. I also ship internationally. If you're not in an Illinois resident, you're not going to have tax on your order. So if that helps out as well too. And I try to, a big broad range of everything that's modern right now. For a lot of us, we're very myth and fantasy based. So you've got, Mythic Legions, Savage Crucible. I've got Zesray Studios.
But you don't have any skeletons, Steve. So, what the hell, man? What do you?
Well, those went so fast, so fast.
I like the way you've got this organized too up here. Just like some of the highlight, product lines and stuff like that. It's nice to not have to go through a menu and just find, get to what you want.
Yeah.
Get to. It's nice.
Just trying to tinker with that as much as I can and have it be as accessible for anybody that's just, casually strolling by the website with anything. So, but yeah, I've been open since April. It's been awesome. Definitely thank you guys so much for the support with that in the community. That's been fantastic. So thank you guys so much with everything.
Cool. Yeah, go check it out, man. Give him an order. Give him a chance.
Couple, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Start big. Right?
Yeah.
Guys, this has been awesome. Thank you very much. Anybody else want to plug anything? Anybody want to just your Instagrams? They're all in the what do you call it? The description down below. So you can go check anybody if you missed anybody, you want to check out some more. Follow all these guys. Give them a follow, man. Like if you're in this show, these guys are all Cabal members and vendors at the show. So just give them a follow.
Awesome talented guys here with us.
Oh yeah, thank you all you guys for coming out on a Labor Day. I know that means nothing to you, Mark, but it's kind of but you came out at 2 a.m, so that's probably even harder than Labor Day.
But I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? Love these Road to LegionsCon show. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Alex.
Can't wait to meet you all there.
Alex will be there too, man. Doing some great stuff. Can't wait to see what he's
Mark,
got.
you better have a dwarf for me. That's all I gotta say.
Noted.
Mark, are you gonna have any of those face plates for the Xylonian Guard helmets? Are you gonna have any of those? Oh, perfect.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
those were a lot of fun to paint. I love those.
Yeah, I love.
Why do I feel like it's going to be like wheeling and dealing backstage after this is over? It's also
it's
if anyone has special requested or want any special piece of mine, just shoot me a message and I'll bring it them for you.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah, I gotta put an order in with you, Mark.
Yeah. I'm not sitting back anymore, man. I'm gonna be aggressive. It's the only way. It's the only way.
Gotta do it. Yeah.
I want that. Give it to me.
Cool.
It's worked before.
We have only, after this episode, we only have 4 more road to unless we do
we might sneak
a
one
couple
in.
weeks in a row.
Yeah, we might.
But
sneak
if we
one
stay
in.
if we stay on this pace, it's only 4. It's crazy.
Really, that's mind blowing, Bill. When you put it that way, I haven't even thought.
Yeah, we're only gonna. Everybody's like, "You're starting already." I'm like, "Well, we're bi-weekly."
Yeah.
And you pointed this out in the post. Yeah.
2 weeks from now, we'll be 8 weeks out. So it's just wild.
Good
Lord.
Lord.
Wild.
I got a lot of painting to do.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got a lot of dials to work on. I thought I had enough time. I'm not gonna have enough time. There's no way.
Yeah.
No,
No
let's see
pressure,
that.
anyone.
Let's see that mug, Mark. Hang on a second. Let me embiggen you.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
You know what I love about the skeleton? We finally got a skeleton that is completely naked, and all of us couldn't wait just to put stuff on it.
I know. Now everybody's buying
yeah.
clothing, right?
And
Yeah,
there's
bought
like,
we're dressing them up.
I know. I bought the
CJ's
strap
whole-
clothing. I'm going to buy the CJ clothing.
CJ's whole thing tonight is the skeleton clothes, which is,
Yeah.
by the way, in 15 minutes. That,
About
that
15
goes
minutes,
up.
yeah.
Yep.
See,
So
Jess?
Bill is saying I want to get off of here so I can go get my stuff.
Hey,
Me too.
I mean,
me too.
It's a pre-order, so it's not going to
Yeah.
like instantly sell out, I don't think.
That's true. No, that's true. Guys, again, thank you all for being here tonight. Appreciate it. Can't wait to see you guys live and in person at the show. Thank you
Yes,
to everybody
can't
who
wait.
tuned in and stuck with us. I don't have a giveaway tonight. We'll do a giveaway next time. Yes. Wow, 66 days. Good
Yo.
Lord. Thanks,
Which
guys.
means intern is only 65 days, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
65
Yep.
days.
Yeah, I do have a giveaway if you want to do one real quick. I don't know if you guys
Oh.
are eager to get off here right away. So
We could, we'll give one like a couple of minutes. Sure. Like, yeah. What do you got?
Yeah.
Let me
So I've
bring up
got,
the
talking
tool
about
here.
skeletons, I've got Ilgar, brand new. So if anybody's in wanting that, I'll do that for the giveaway with it
Awesome.
leading into Necronominus.
We'll do
Cool. Thanks, Steve.
No problem.
art. Let me see. We'll do it if
Articulated
I spelled
Empire?
it right. We'll do
Yeah.
articulated empire. Sure, we'll do the whole thing so people remember that. It's like advertising.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Putting it in the. Oh, now I'm going to be entered. I'll take it off. Articulated empire is your hashtag. We'll give that a couple of minutes.
And I know you guys were asking us about what we're looking forward to getting. What are you guys primarily looking to get at the show? Is there anything that you guys, besides the exclusives, that are standing out to you guys?
Man, jeez.
Where do I start?
Yeah.
Me, I can talk. Like for me, one of my favorite things is the whole G-Con. The G-Con day is like my favorite thing. I
G-Con Day is great. Yeah,
I did
always
intern
love that.
last year, and it was fun. And I'm gonna try. I still gotta wait to hear back about that day this year, and it's like that's amazing. But it's kind of like not many people get to do that, right? Like so like the G-Con thing now that like almost everybody can go to it. Like to me, that's like so much fun. So yeah, I can't wait for that whole thing and just that whole community event.
Did you see how long it is this year?
It's
like
always like crazy long, isn't it?
Last year was the same. I think
Was
it was
it
like
that
10
long? I don't even
10 to
remember.
5 or
Like,
something like
yeah,
that.
10 to
Yeah.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
And
We
it
had
took
Keith
that
during
long.
the show.
It
And,
took
and
that
it
long.
goes by fast too.
It
And you
does,
gotta
yeah.
you gotta make sure that you take a couple minutes to go eat some food because it's like it's all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there's always tomato pie usually from the house.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was tomato pie.
That's right. If you like that sort of thing, I don't know. It's not for everybody.
Well, if you're starving, it's better than nothing. So
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
we'll take it. Thanks to Mark.
I'm from upstate New York. They had tomato pie up there, so I'm
Mac.
used to it. But Mac, yeah. All right, we'll give this a couple more minutes. What do we? Let me see how many people we got on here. We got 39 people out of 78 people. Let's come on, get it in there. Are they ready to talk about the? Yeah, okay. There's no I'm talking about the dragon. I don't know what I'm trying to think. Like G-Con is like a big one for me. Like I can't wait to see if I do good pictures.
Right?
Because I have no freaking
you
clue.
haven't taken them yet.
They could really suck.
that's gotta be an awesome feeling though.
future.
Like the reveals coming and like, oh man, just seeing like the crowd reaction, especially last year.
That is fun. When I'm really proud of them, like it's a lot of fun. There are times that I'm like, that's okay. It's
Yeah,
all right. But,
I got the Atlas Bear picture hanging up down in my art room where I paint.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Same.
That was good. I really liked the last one. That was a lot of fun to do. They're always fun. It'll be fine. Whatever. It is
Yeah.
what it is. But it is fun to see people's reaction to that stuff, and just to see like it's like Christmas for me and those guys. Like we know what's coming, and to
Yeah.
see the look on everybody's face. I don't even look at what they're doing up on stage. I look at everybody else that I'm hanging around with and watch their face because it's a lot of fun to see.
That's
Everybody
cool.
get really excited about it. But that and God, I don't even know, man. I know I'm going to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
No,
I
I usually come away not really making any kind of money. It's just
Yeah.
I spend pretty much everything I make.
Save as much money as you can, and it still won't be enough.
Yeah.
I got something. I've been waiting to show this. I think I'm going to do something next week on the Cabal. It's something I got this year that's new. I think it's pretty cool. And I don't want to just pull it out, especially now. It's the end of the show. But like next week, if I tease it this week, we'll talk about it on the next show. All right, let's hit this thing. Let's bring this up. Articulated Empire. We got 43 people. You got 5, 4, 3. Be that last person. 2.
Good luck, everyone.
So let's see if Blaze Bear wins, because that's
I know, right?
Last, right?
Dub. Nice, man.
All right.
Did Dub win the other day on Shooting the Shelf, or am I forgetting? Maybe
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Well, congratulations, man, and thank you, Steve, for that giveaway. That's awesome. You want to show him what he's
Very cool.
He's
Absolute
won?
pleasure.
Let's show him the prize again.
Oh, yeah.
What do we
They
got?
won.
So Dub,
I know
just reach out to Steve, I'm assuming. And
Coming
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and big and you. There you go.
Ilgar
Nice.
from All Stars 5. I
Sweet.
figure that's the only skeleton I have currently that would kind of go with the Necronominus that's upcoming. So
Definitely. Yeah, take those parts. Those are great
Yeah.
parts. Put that on
I
the
love
new
patina on
skeleton. Oh my
It's
god,
so
yeah.
good.
One really good use for the Ilgar head, the skeleton Ilgar head, is if you don't have the exclusive version of the unknown one, that Ilgar head is perfect on
yeah,
there.
it does
Yeah.
look
Oh,
good
yeah.
there, yeah.
I did that
Yeah,
with
yeah,
my
yeah.
extra one.
Oh, can we
Oh,
and Big and
wow.
Matt? There we go. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh wow,
nice.
that's a
Yep,
good
that's
look
cool.
too, man.
The blue
Nice.
Agnon.
Yeah,
Only
the
thing I had to
blue
do-
of the patina.
I had
Oh,
to
glue
pull
those
off
on?
the-
Yeah.
yeah, that's everything else is just pop and swap.
Yeah, but those come off pretty
That
easily.
looks
With some
great,
heat,
Matt.
for sure. That's
Very
awesome.
Very cool.
All right. Well, congratulations, Dub. Thank you. What does this help? Help you what? You may need a hand. What do you talk? Oh, what? Oh yeah, I know. Whatever. Drink your water.
Sounds like something huge, maybe 3 feet long.
I don't know. Drink your water. Bring all the cash.
Bring all
All
the
right.
cash.
Good
Cash
advice
in.
from Joe Vasapolo. Thank you guys again for coming. Appreciate it. Good luck at the show. Can't wait to see you all. Thank you everybody for the super chats. Thanks for everybody for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks unless we decide to do a show next week. We'll see. It's going to be one of those things. It's going to be that kind of thing where if we can get some people on, the more people we can get on before the show, the better. Or maybe we'll take a break and talk about things that we're looking forward to. I think we might do a show towards the end about how to approach. We're definitely doing a noob show. So we did one last year and that was pretty popular and it was great to have people on who are new to the show. So we're going to do the same thing.
We should invite Chris Marino from the Door Clear, because he's actually going to be coming to the
cool.
show this year.
Oh, hell yeah.
So
okay.
we
Chris
should
is
have
in.
him on the Noobs show, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Chris is
great.
in.
Wow.
And as far as I know, as far as he told me, Robo's coming on. So Robo will be joining us as a
That'll be
noob
fun.
to LegionsCon.
Very cool.
So that'll be fun.
Ask him
all
if
right.
he likes a flocked figure for him.
I can't do that to him. It just makes him itchy. He just gets all itchy and he can't control himself and he'll have to leave. All right. Thank you guys. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Have a great
Thank
night
you, guys. Thank you.
and another great week.
Thanks
Bye.
all.
Really appreciate it.
Bye, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.